Okay, so the main thing to take away from today, Andy, is your setup, your routine. 3 words: club, grip, feet. Get them in almost like a mantra-ness. You can't forget. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. When you played golf, as I asked the question, there were simple questions. Where'd your club go? Goes next to that ball there. Where'd your hands go? They go on the golf club there. Where's the club face aim? Towards target. Okay. At this point now, your feet are set, and they don't really move from position at all. Your club though is up here. There's no relevance or reference point with the club. If the club is up here, sort of almost chest height, is it square, closed, or open? Where your hands are on the club on here now, how far from the ball you're going to be is a guess. And what will happen is you'll just pop the golf club down on the ground. You put your hands down here now, drop the club down, and you'll just go, oh. Now I reckon the club should have probably gone there somewhere. Look at that there. Your club's dropping down here now. It probably wants to go maybe there. Okay? So you're sort of moving it around, feet sort of leaving it there. That club looks a bit too far away from where the ball wants to be. But what you end up doing is lift the club again to there. Talk about your slice. Now that club to me looks a bit hooded and closed. Now you re-grip it up in the air. The club's way up in the air again now. Feet haven't moved. Then the club sort of going there. If we sort of match that sort of angle of that club going down there, does that really go into the golf ball? Maybe. Not sure. No. It's just a bit of where's the ball, the club goes there. And that's the distance from the ball. Yeah. Okay. If we look at that there, I would say that distance from the ball is different in terms of your hands to your legs, yeah? But this one, you're putting the club down first, aiming to target, you're gripping it, and then the last thing you do, okay?
That's all right to carry on.
That's fine. That's fine. That's actually fine. That I don't mind that. 'Cause that shows a bit of loose in your arm. It's good. Okay, but you're still waiting until the club gets set before you set your feet.
Yeah.
So now you've chosen a more natural distance from the golf ball. I would say you are further from the ball there.
Yeah, definitely.
I never told you get further or closer. I just said find your most comfortable spot.
I'm further away from the ball.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you stand too close, what part of the club are you going to catch the golf ball off?
Yeah.
Like Huzzle, where's that going to go? Shank it. So we've got to try and bring the club into your body. Use your big.
Yeah, I never got that way. Like I know we're going silly that way, but
yeah, exactly.
I'm sure you can fix that.
Oh yeah. Well, we still get the ball left with the hand speed. You see. So the swing thought, and again, you want to try for certainly it's set up now a lot looser. Okay. You got quite tense in the grip again.
Yeah.
It's not. You're going to be understandable. Okay. So your takeaway now, as we said, was pretty good. Club goes up that red line really nicely. Okay. We're in a good spot here. Club's underneath that red line. You're in a good spot there, but now where the tension comes in, what we want to try and do is say, put a bar stool here, okay, and let the club kind of go bump, 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 up and down that club there, okay?
So I'm trying to pull it over.
What you do is you go out, so look where the club is now, you've missed that bar stool by a lot, your club's there somewhere, okay? Now the club's over here, okay, and now you're coming across the golf ball to try and hit it, okay? So you're coming across the ball that's just going on the right-hand side, and it's generally then going to slice off to the right. Because you're hitting the golf with a glancing blow, so you lose distance, you lose forward energy, and the ball's going to spin to the right. Not much good to you, is it? Okay.
No, not cool.
So if we can get looser in those arms and feel this, basically almost this movement, this will drop, almost a drop down here. Okay.
Not does it right, is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit again, and that's not going to change that quick. I think routine and static changes, like your setup, you can do that like that. As you said, that should be easy. Well, yeah, it should be. Bit of thought there, you kind of got after me 2 or 3 goes, okay? And that will kind of just stick with you now for probably the rest of your golfing life, which is great.
Yeah.
The change of the downswing now will take a bit of practice. If you can get that kind of setting, whether it's a bar stool or a table, whatever, or boxes or two, 3 cereal boxes. But again, even when you did that with a chair back here, your first one went doing and it bounced off, didn't it? It's getting that club to drop and just rest it. As if you're almost like, if you've got kids, dropping the club on your kid's head. You want to go bang on that kid, flat it down. You're just going to rest on their shoulder, boom. Like you are literally knighting someone. There's no kind of pull down or yank down or speed. The club is just falling with gravity, okay? As you start coming to the golf ball, I mean, when you skim a pebble, you see guys sort of going...
Yeah.
They're not going to go...
No,
they fall
makes sense.
So the speed, all the golf ball knows is what the club is doing there. Your club up here can do whatever it wants. It can have speed, slow, it can work it, twirl around, and you make a couple.
I try and wallop it up here. It makes so much sense. Yeah.
And you get tense, and you said, mates, you said, you've got the power there, Andy. Well, yeah, power's good for trying to pull heavy things, and push heavy things, and punch somebody, but I want speed.
So on Tuesday then, what would you say? Just like the same thing, I'm going to send everything left now, hopefully. Yeah?
You will do, yeah. Well, I mean, left-ish and maybe get a couple to the right there and stuff. It's going to be tricky when you're playing certain courses because you trouble on some holes, it'll be left, okay? It will take a little bit of game. If you can get down the range before Tuesday, okay, so you're playing there. If we can get down the range before there, just, again, film your swing. When you film it, put the camera kind of in line with your hand setup, okay? So the camera's now sort of in line there, so on the floor, or with a mic down there, so I'm going to film you, okay? They don't want to be on...
We'll go down to the driving range on Tuesday instead.
Exactly. Well, don't have the camera on your heels on the ball. Like, needs to be that. The camera needs to be positioned on your middle of your hand line there. That's the best line to see where the shaft's going. Okay. If you're not quite right, I can kind of still figure out where you're going to be, but just ease of me for looking at the swing, okay? And get the plane looking better, okay? Because if you stand here too much, it'll look too far instead. If you stand this way, it'll look too far that way. You see, just because of perception of the camera. But get the sensation you're looser in your grip, looser in your arms, and get that club head speed to go. If the path is coming from the outside here, as you can see, and you're looser in the grip, what you'll do is go that way, as that last shot kind of went left and sort of stayed left. Okay? Once you then hit a lot of shots, if we can get sort of 3/4 of your shots doing this, then we can go, okay, Andy, you're now doing this. That's happening. We'll give you a different swing, or to change the angle now, this way, towards target, yeah? Hit a straight shot. But we can't do that now with the face aiming over there, so maybe you just hit the ball sideways and you'll... My name will be Muck. All right. Yeah, it's a process, a jigsaw, bit by bit. I think, to be fair, there's a lot of potential in there.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the shots you have hit shown how good you can be. That's where I look at it. So you can't say I did one good shot in 50. You've hit a good 10, 15 shots of good quality that could get you down to 18 handicap. I wouldn't say easily, but certainly capable.
5 years, isn't it? You know,
well, I mean, I got a guy going from 24 to 8 in 2.5 years.
Wow. So
I had a guy go from 15 to 5 in 2 years. Now, the pandemic kicked in, so it'll be 3 years with the pandemic, okay?
It's a leisure sport.
It's a journey.
It's my exercise.
Yeah, it's a journey, to get there. But it's not something you're going to do, I say, overnight. But I think if you've got a little bit of practice time with it...
Well, I know when the lads had lessons and he just stopped doing it the following day because it wasn't working for him the following day.
Yeah, and that's not really any good.
Yeah, and it's...
I'm not saying you've got to take 3 steps back before you take 1 step forward, but at least there's going to be a change has to occur. Otherwise, you keep doing the same thing, you get the same shots.
Yeah.
So something has to happen, something has to be different, but it needs to be manageable one at a time. A lot of guys quit golf, they've got 25 things to think about. They go for lessons, I've got to do this, brain overload. One setup change, grip, posture, club, grip, feet, okay? Loosen your arms, just feel your hand speed, squaring that club face up. Ball should go left.
Cool.
That's it.
Nice.
Okay, mate?
Yeah, cool.